following program is classified G. It's suitable for all ages.
Good evening and thank you for joining with us again on another episode of Business Best, and this is a platform where we showcase the best in the business, and we will be introducing to you people who have excelled in their particular field in order to showcase the latest developments in their respective industries. Now today on the show we are going to talk about a business which I would say is useful for the students or parents, I would say, who are seeking advice on their higher education or their education abroad. So with that introduction, I would like to introduce you to Prabath Perera, who is the founder and CEO of Edu World Campus. Thank you, Prabath, for taking the time to join me on the show today.
Thank you, Johnney, giving me this opportunity.
Of course. Now to start off this discussion, Prabath, when you talk about campus, like the first thing that comes into mind is when a campus is providing the general education or the higher studies. But what you're doing is giving consultancy services to the people who need advice on basically anything on the field, respective field that they want to do. So why don't you give us a little bit about what Edu Campus is all about? Yeah,
Edu World Campus is an education hub. Is established locally and globally. We provide services as study abroad, British education, as well as a language academy.
So what is, you mentioned to me earlier before we started the show that you are providing consultancy services as well. What is that all about?
Yeah, actually we do provide study abroad consultancy services, especially for the European and UK universities. Nowadays actually more people, especially students and professionals who are willing to go for study abroad. This is the UK is one of the big market, as well as Finland, Sweden, Germany, Canada, Denmark. This is we are catering this market.
So basically you have partnered up with these countries in order to connect our students here with the education abroad, is it?
Yeah, actually we do have direct partnerships as well as we have partner offices, also the sub-partnerships, so it's a kind of direct connecting business. So we can provide diversified services for the students. That means it's a 360 services, 360 diversified service until they are going to there. So we can give in the good services. As well as once they go there, they can touch with us. Still, most of the students who already been in a Johnney intake, still they have a good connection with us.
So what are the additional services that you all are providing to these students?
Especially we have, once they come to us, we have good strength, we are analyzing their profiles. That means once they get their profile, we are not sending straight away. Because we are not accepting everybody's applications. Normally we do thoroughly, we are go through with their CVs, also we give into the focus on their intentions. Then we are advising them, if you are going to this kind of fields, this kind of thing, that would be good for you. But we are getting their preferences as well. But sometimes some people coming to us, they don't have idea about what they want to do.
Exactly.
But they just need to know they want to go abroad. But as a consultant, we must analyze their profile. We should support their future plan. So actually we can assure that before they start the process, we do that. Otherwise we are not start that.
Right, so basically y'all are recommending a field for them to choose as well, just in case they don't know what to do in their future.
Definitely, yeah.
Right, so when they're selecting a university, when they come to you, I think it's very useful when people think to themselves, okay, I want to become a chef, I want to work in the hotel industry, I want to become a businessman or an engineer per se. They come to you and you all suggest the streams, these are the universities which are available and this is the avenue, the path for you to go. So other than that, so tell me a little bit about your target audience. Is it just a Sri Lanka local community or is it?
Firstly, our target audience is school leavers, as well as the graduates, fresh graduates, as well as the professionals who are willing to go abroad. So no, these days we are catering to the Sri Lankan market, as well as we do have some partner office in Switzerland also. Switzerland as well as Sweden. So there are some students, Sri Lankan students who are living in there. We are giving support to get admission from European universities.
Right. So tell me, Prabath, what was your intention in starting this service-oriented business?
Actually, my intention, I want to do some new thing with applied technology, because professionally I'm an IT engineer. So based on that experience, and I studied the market, I studied the requirement. So based on that, I plan to give the services based on digital. EduWorld Study Abroad is a totally physical and digital there, but my other two products, pilot projects, Mylingo and Kobidu, is all are digital platforms. So
Right.
I'm trying to build up those three businesses together.
So, before we go into your pilot projects, tell me a little bit about the education that you all are providing. You told that you are providing the services from grade 1 to 13.
Yeah.
What is that all about?
Actually, it's under the Kobidu. This is a digital platform. We are planning to British education, London O-level, London A-level from the grade 1 to grade 13. Actually, as of phase 1, we are starting London O-level and A-level. Actually, these days we're starting for the Dubai as well as from the UK market. We do have experienced lecturers who are already well experienced from the Sri Lankan private school, from London curriculum. So actually, this is a fully digital platform, because we want to introduce the online school.
So basically students from abroad are also enrolling with you all, is it?
Yes, some, especially these days, the Sri Lankan students who are living in Dubai as well as the UK, they have engaged with us.
Right, so basically our local people who are based abroad.
Based abroad, yeah.
So what is the certification that you all are providing by joining this pilot project, Kobidu?
Kobidu, yeah. Actually, this is a helping to get it to the London O-level exams. Not a certification. We are trained them to the London O-level, London A-level. Also, we don't have a big multiple classes, just a maximum 5. If they want to have a individual, we can conduct the individual classes as well.
Right, so basically it's like a tuition class, would you say?
I don't like to say it's not a tuition, because it's an online school. Because we are normally, if it's a virtual classroom, we are creating a virtual classroom. The virtual classroom also all the well experienced lecturers, because we are focusing on the very quality service.
So is it an alternative to rather than going to school?
Actually, we are not coming to that stage, but the services additional, because of this COVID and the pandemic, the kind of thing, so had a big issues. So some people, students need some additional support. Students who are willing to, sometimes if they are doing second time, these subjects for the A levels, O levels, they can get good support. Special, also they want additional knowledge in special manner, so we can provide. Also, as example, if they want any single subject on their that syllabus, we can give the individual focusing.
Right. So tell me, Prabath, what are the countries that you have partnered with in order to provide these consultancy services to our students here?
Yeah, United Kingdom is our major consulting thing, and Sweden, Finland.
Right. But in your profile, which I saw, there were so many other countries mentioned, but one of the challenges you said that you faced is because of the economic crisis, you all had to focus on the major countries only. So tell me, what are the other challenges that you faced so far when doing this business?
Yeah, actually, this business, there are a lot of challenges, especially not only the financial thing, because sometimes the people attitudes, because we have to work according to the immigration laws and university laws. Sometimes people, they are convinced they want to go, they are very desperately they want to go, but we can't go beyond that rules. So we had to work on that rule. So sometimes it's a very critical situations. Also, sometimes in a university level, sometimes frequently they are changed. There are some rules without informing. Sometimes, because the last year also some British universities last moment, because they have given IELTS waiver for the Sri Lankan students who are having O-level English results. But last moment, someone who got the unconditional offers, last moment they change it. They change it and revoke that offers.
So what's the solution you all are providing for this?
Then actually we don't have a solution, because after that then we have only solution. We had the only solution. We advise the student do the English exam, IELTS.
Right.
That's because those kind of last moment thing, actually that was a very big problem. As well as sometimes the price change also. This year also happened. Some last moment they have changed.
So because of these challenges, do you feel that students dropping out at the last moment, or are they continuing?
That's actually case by case. Some people understand, they can understand what's the situation. Some people, they are not understanding. So we're trying to keep them. We explain them, but it's because we can't be on the limit based on the university thing. So then sometimes they can go somewhere, or sometimes they will give up their idea.
All right, Prabath. So before we continue the discussion, we'll go into a short commercial break. We'll be back soon. You're watching Business Best. Welcome back to Business Best, and we are in discussion with Prabath Perera, who is the founder and CEO of EduWorld Campus. Now, Prabath, I think in the first segment you gave a very good introduction to what Campus is all about, and we ended off with some of the challenges that you're facing. And one of the challenges were that the external factors by other countries when they are changing the rules and regulations. So what are the other challenges that you're facing?
So this is a major challenge. Is a financial part, because the people who have got the unconditional offers, they can't pay the tuition fee from Sri Lankan banks. Actually, most students, they are actually getting disappointing because of that. Because sometimes we can't handle, as a consultant, actually we can't handle, we are not authorized people to handle the financial thing. That will be a very big issue. Sometimes, I don't know, sometimes more further, it might be a big issue. But we are try to solve because the student they will find a way how to do that.
So what do you think about the trust the clients have within you? Now, trust is something that you have to earn, and you are taking a huge responsibility of handling students' higher education or their future path. So why do you think people should come to you for this service? What are the strengths that you all have?
Yeah, actually, as I said, our main strength is we are a very good analytical team. We do have very experienced team. So we can analyze the people. We can guide them their path, because we can't force them. But most of the people, they are willing to go abroad, but they don't have a proper idea what they want to do. Not even school leavers, even professionals. They have done separate field, but they want to change the field. But they are thinking they won't do that, because sometimes they are planning to their PR. Then the PR thing, some countries are mentioning that these are the shortage list, because they want to change the career. Suddenly they change the career and going to that pathway. So sometimes it's not possible in a very immediate way. So we, as a consultant, we can guide them. Also, we are analyzing their CVs based on their experience and everything. Also, if they are getting interviews, we are training them. Then before that, because it's not they are good in English, but thing is, a big issue is they don't know how to face up the interview in the ESA level. So we do have a good team for continue that. Also, we are giving the sample questionnaires. Also, we are working on the regulations under the immigration regulation and the university regulations, so we can assure our service. Also, according to our guidance, if they follow these guidance, then we can assure their pathway.
Right, Prabath. So would you explain a little bit of your timeline? If I'm not mistaken, you all have started in 2018?
2018, actually, I'm starting as an independent consultant.
Right.
And 2020, as a company, we established.
Right. So from 2020 until now, how have you seen the growth so far and the people's engagement with you all? Actually,
within 2 years of period, I could become one of the good brand in Sri Lanka, because at the moment I have sent 40 plus student. On this intake also, I do have more than 75 students, 75 plus students, as well as for week last month actually per week I'm getting more than 900, 800 inquiries.
Right, okay. So what are your thoughts on international education now? Because of this economic crisis, as you said, the dollar is increasing day by day. And do you still have people demanding, is the demand still there for international education?
Demanding is, since last 5 to 6 years, they want, people trying to go somewhere. They want to enhance their career. Some people, they want to go some country and get some experience and start up their own businesses. So demanding is not a big issue. Only problem is, as I said, the finance problem. Anyhow, they are trying to find the money.
Do you feel that students are now dropping out of their education system just because they can't afford it?
I don't think, because I told you the last week also I got 800 plus inquiries per week. Actually, most of the people are professionals, graduates. I don't think. Anyway, they are trying to go.
Right.
Because
even the students.
From my service, we do have a free education countries as well. Let's say Germany, Norway. Actually, if their profile is very good, we can provide them to the free education systems. No any tuition fees.
How is that possible?
The German universities, the government universities, they provide in that. Very low tuition fees, but very high qualified profiles.
And you all are providing that facility?
I'm providing that service as well.
All right, that's perfect. So moving on to your pilot projects, I think you explained what Kobedo is all about, and the other project is MyLingo.
Yeah.
What is that all about?
MyLingo is a language academy. Actually, this is my target audience is school leavers, professionals, anyone who are willing to learn new language. Because it's a totally digital platform. I do have a well experienced lecture panel, but it will be coming to the market, the audience, within 1 to 2 months.
Why do you think that this is useful for the students?
Thing is, let's say if someone wants to go to a Scandinavian country, let's say Denmark, they are studying in English, but their native language is Danish. So if they have a little bit of awareness of the language, so it's easy for them to day-to-day life. Because personally, I got that experience when I was in Japan. As an IT engineer, I've been there. I had a big issue because I had to use a Google map, Google Translator.
All right.
So it's a big issue.
So you just mentioned that you were an IT engineer before. Like, what made you want to come into this business career and come into the education system?
As an IT engineer, my role was a business solution engineer. Also, I engaged with the education system solutions. So I had to work with a lot of universities locally, Japanese market, South Africa, Australia. So I got to know the education systems and all the students' insights. So as a business analyst, I analyze the market, the future market. So I thought that would be the good thing, start the education business, but with a different method. That means if I can apply the digital part also, that would be more effective. So that's why I'm trying to do that. Education with digital.
Right. So now a lot of people have moved into digital education as well, online classes and whatnot. But do you think it's effective rather than face-to-face classes?
First thing is the people, especially let's say the professionals, they are very busy with their working time, because our digital thing is we are not stick with 8 to 5. Even our Ediverse services, we are until 10:30 we are providing services. That means if someone wants to, especially professionals, they want to get some appointments and everything, we have Zoom sessions, then we can do until 10:30. That's not a problem. So that's why I'm saying, because 2020, most of my services I have done through digital. So I believe that will be success. I believe that will be success.
So people are now basically used to online education.
Online, because they can save the time. Why? Because some people, let's say there's someone who are living in Anuradhapura, Kandy, If they want to get in service from me, they have to come to meet me in Colombo. But
That's true.
just through Zoom or any kind of platforms, if we can discuss, so they can save their money, their
Okay.
time.
Sure, Prabath. So now I think we are reaching the end of our program as well. As my last question, what is the final vision and mission of EduWorld Campus?
So my vision is I want to build up the Sri Lankan-based global company, Sri Lankan-based global company, global education company. Let's say it's a hub, education hub, in Asia, with a digital. Then it will be more helpful to get benefit to the Sri Lankan economy also, because we are trying to get the more people from the globally.
Of course.
So we can give. I can assure them we can get a foreign currency to our country.
That's amazing. So in order to achieve that final goal, what is your next expansion step?
Actually, at the moment, we have started the, as I said, expansion in Sweden and Switzerland. Also, we are planning to start our Kobidu and Mylingo is our expansions in Dubai, Malaysia, Maldives market.
All right, Prabath. So I think this is all the time we have on the show, and I wish you all the very best with your 2 pilot projects as well, which is hoping to launch next month. And again, thank you very much for taking the time to join me today.
Okay, thank you, Shanali.
And that was our episode on Business Best, and we will be back again next week with another business or service that would interest you. And I'm Suzanne Shanali. Just in case you couldn't watch any of the episodes we aired tonight, you can always rewatch on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Derana English. Stay safe and have a good night.